When I was given the opportunity back in 2013, around about December time I think it was, to go on national radio and speak about my mental health through the Time to Change Media Volunteer Programme, I had no idea that it would lead on to all of the fantastic things that I've been able to do as a result of saying yes to that invitation. And it wasn't about saying yes because I was going to be on the radio. It was about saying yes and being vulnerable to the world, because anybody could listen to that online, and it was me baring my soul for the first time about a subject that's so close to my heart. Now, I've been talking about my mental health openly in campaigns and being an advocate now for 4 years, and in those 4 years the goalposts have shifted, and it hasn't always been a conscious decision in my mind. So a lot of the time I preach about being honest with you guys and being honest in your own life. So I think it's time I was a little bit honest with myself and had a bit of a reality check, because in the last couple of months I've noticed that I haven't been paying attention to the reasons that I started talking about my mental health for, and instead I've been focused on what other people are doing and why am I not getting those opportunities. Why are they getting further ahead with their advocacy and talking about their mental health and given the opportunities that they're being given? Why isn't that happening for me when I'm doing just as much hard work? I don't know. I can't say, and I'm not in control of that. But what I am in control of is how I approach that and what I do about it. And I say this all the time with you lot, it's more about who you are and being true to yourself. And that's not who I am. I was never one to look at figures or numbers or likes or views. So why have I become that? Being a mental health advocate and being mentally ill yourself is part of the problem, because when you're mentally ill, especially if you suffer with low self-esteem, not a lot of belief in yourself and a lack of confidence in what you're doing, when you're in a rut and when you're having a bad period of time, it's so much harder to support other people and give that away to someone else when it's so hard to keep for you. So when I've been talking to people, I haven't been supporting them as much as I could have been. I haven't been saying, my God, that's fantastic, look at what you've done. Instead, I've been thinking negatively and jealously of, why is that not happening for me? And there is the difference between jealousy and enviousness. So I've been thinking, well, I want that instead of them. Instead of saying, wouldn't it be great if I was given that opportunity, but well done you for having it. So it's an apology really to anyone that I haven't supported or given confidence to, because my goalposts now need to be put back where they started from, which was helping people by being honest and talking about how I feel. And the last couple of months have been really, really difficult. There's been some fantastic highs, like being on Lorraine talking about mental health the other day, and alright, it was a short edit, but what can you expect? They've got to cut 45 minutes of talking down to 2. And I've been able to tell people what it's really like to live with a mental illness. But I've also had a lot of really shit days where struggling to get out of bed is the run of the day for a week or two, where I've had breakdowns with my OCD and it's caused my dad to get frustrated. And that hasn't been happening for a long time. And I know the incline is there and I'm getting better and I have far more peaks than I do troughs now. But I still have bad days, and that's okay, because everyone does. So I just need to remember that my goalposts are mine, and it isn't about what I do to help people and what that can give me, because it isn't about what I can get, it's about what I can give. So instead of focusing on what I should be receiving for all of the things I'm doing, I'm going to focus more on what more could I be doing to help people? How could I support people more? What could I do to let people know that it's okay not to be okay? Because at the end of the day, we're all just here wanting to be happy and live a life and have peace in our minds. And if we can't all support each other in that, then something's seriously going wrong. So I'm sorry if I haven't supported you over the last couple of months. I'm sorry if I haven't congratulated you on new jobs or new campaigns or amazing things that you've done in spite of your mental illness. I am there, I do see it, and sometimes it's just hard for me to say it. But I'm going to work on that, because we're all a work in progress. And it isn't about seeking perfection, it's about seeking progress. So take care of yourselves as always, be honest with yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Adios.